We're back, YouTube audience.
Hello.
Welcome back to part 10 for you of Dark Cloud 2.
Is this like the longest running series that you've done here?
I believe so. Alright. Alright, move people in. Gordon. Okay, so he needs a certain amount of... you say your thing, you talk uh, Frontiers of Pandora while I do this.
Gotcha. All right. So, they did a an announcement that on December 5th they are going to they're going to add third person POV for non mounts, so that you can just see your character just in game and not have to worry about uh like having to go into like camera mode or some shit like that. Which, I mean, it's cool, but like it's not like, a huge deal. But they're going to be adding New Game Plus, where you get to keep all your inventory and stuff and let you start from the beginning, so that you are able to get new things on the skill tree, uh, as well as get to experience the game from a new in a new way,
Ah,
with certain quality of life improvements uh, that are sorely needed.
I'll hydrate in a minute, Rustrum Reborn, and I'll get a stretch break at the same time after I slap a bunch of trees into the dirt. Welcome to Dark Cloud 2, by the way. But that's cool. Uh, that's cool to see.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm pretty sure the reason why they're doing this is because Avatar Ash and Fire is in December.
More than likely.
I
Alright.
really fucking hope we get another story DLC. To be fair, I need to finish everything with the Secrets of the Plains, and then I got to start the Spires one. Uh, with Secrets of the Plains, I've done all the story stuff. I just need to do some of the more like random shit. Decide to try to see if I can get the most powerful weapons and stuff I can from there uh, before starting the uh, the Spires DLC,
Okay.
because I don't want to. I don't want to go under leveled to a brand new area, because that sounds like hell.
Oh, yeah. Alright. Gonna need some more Giorama parts from Conda so we can build Polly a cart. I think she'll need a cart, and I think someone is required to live in a... I think it said someone needs to live in a straw house. I can't remember. Let's see... 2 logs... and a wind element.
I swear the fucking connector for my headphones sucks. I don't want to have to buy another one, because it keeps accidentally triggering uh, Siri and playing music at random times, so it randomly mutes me and shit.
Yeah. Alright, let's see. Straw house. 4 rolling
Because we've
logs.
established that I don't have an area to sit at my computer at the moment.
Alright. I need 4 logs and 14 hay. Alright, we're gonna build a straw house. I think that's what we'll need. But once we build that... that should be all we need to almost have everything completed. After that, I believe it's purely decoration. Because we need to get the culture points high enough. Because if everything goes well, we should have the Jurak Mall completely restored before we even touch the next boss. But does let me buy a bunch of clay. Let's buy 17 clay.
Did you hydrate yet, by the way?
Yes, I did. 17 clay and more scrap metal. Alright, well... Okay, we'll pick up the house that Polly was gonna be in. Make a straw house. Make... Okay, now I have the cart. Okay. Straw house. Have a cart nearby. Have some more iron chimneys. I believe I can build a water wheel. Can I build a water wheel? Where's the water wheel? There. Okay, can't build a water wheel. Can build a couple bridges though. And
I just thought of something.
Yeah.
Imagine we bust into Castle Ravenloft and we just see fucking male wife Strahd. He's just got like a pink oven mitts, pink apron, and he's just pulling out some cupcakes from the oven. And what's her name is like sitting at the dining room table, just like talking to him.
Irina?
It's just like, wait, yeah. It's like, wait, so you're not in trouble? It's like, nah, we just been talking about like baking and shit.
That'd be hilarious. I doubt it's actually going to happen, but it will be funny.
I know it won't.
It would be funny though. Alright, let's put you there. Alright. 48 culture points so far. And we need at least 50, which means we need... That means someone's house is getting a second chimney. Yes! Alright.
Imagine we and like we walk in on that and just be like, it's like, oh, may I have one? And he's like, no, you just busted into my fucking house.
Yeah, okay. Yes! We've got it! Jurak Mall is complete! We haven't even finished the dungeon yet, and we've rebuilt the future. Hell yeah! Say hello to Jurak, the living tree.
Huh. I also got Skittles.
I got a whole bag of sour Skittles that I haven't touched in like a month. I haven't even opened it. This is Jurak.
He is certainly a tree,
Yeah.
and he has eyes.
He's a tree that's got a weird resurrective immortality. Like, he lives, he dies. He's basically the Deku tree. Every time a Jurak is reborn, he has all the memories of previous Juraks.
Gotcha.
But he's also old as balls, and so he's like, I'm tired and old and slow.
Well, how about you die and come back?
Jurak, we need you to tell us something.
Yeah, and the whole reason we came to talk to him is because he's got information on, like, he probably knows something about Griffin, who's the big bad of the game.
We need to know about a
Mm.
being called Emperor Griffin.
Because Griffin's whole thing is that he's attacking from the distant past. And he's trying to destroy the world by destroying the less distant past in order to completely eliminate the future.
We suspect he's a terrible monster who's taken over the forces
In the
of
not
darkness.
too distant future.
Basically, he's in the super distant past.
He's been playing with reality.
Max is in the regular past. Monica's in, he's been attacking the present from the past to destroy the future.
I don't know what his true goal is.
Understandable.
Let him keep at
Have you
it.
ever watched MST3K?
Kind of. Like, I've seen clips.
I
Yeah.
fucking love. I love a lot of the MST3K stuff. It just
We've got to
I try to
stop
avoid the
him.
Godzilla
There's no
thing
time
just
to
because
waste.
the Godzilla episodes because I'm like
Jurak, I hear you've been
Yeah.
reincarnated many times.
It-
but you keep
to make fun of them is kind of
remembering
missing the point.
ancestors from the distant
But at
past.
the same time,
So
they are
somewhere in those vast
especially the show where they're
realms,
goofy as
you remember
hell.
everything that's ever
I like
happened on this
the
planet.
Gamera episodes.
You must remember
Yeah,
something about Griffin.
Because, like,
Who he
there's a
is,
point where
where he
it's...
is. Please tell us, Jurak. We must know.
There's kind of a point when it comes to, like, old Godzilla movies where it's like, yeah, like, a lot of them just... They're goofy for this... A lot of them are just goofy as hell. Like, you can't tell me that, like... Fucking Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, isn't meant to be, like, kind of goofy, especially when, you know, he body slams and, like, fucking hammer slams Ghidorah by one of his necks.
And also, there's a scene where Rodan, Godzilla, and Mothra larvae are talking in that movie,
Yeah.
with the fairies of the cosmos fucking translating,
Yes.
and apparently Godzilla swears, and the fairies are like, "Oh, Godzilla, what horrible language!"
Like, you know for a fact he's like that. Alright. But yeah.
Godzilla fucks.
Oh, absolutely. Alright, so essentially what just happened is Jurak doesn't remember. Like, he's aware of the name Griffin. He just can't remember where he's heard it from.
Now, is Griffin a natural Griffin, or is he just called that?
Well, that's the thing. No one knows because no one's seen Griffin. He's attacking the future from the distant past by way of destroying the present. Alright. Now, here's the thing. Since that's happened, we've gotten a lot of stuff rebuilt. The thing is, though, due to the way that the game kind of works, it kind of wants us to go back to the present in order to kind of reset the area so we can, you know, get back to doing all that. So we can load in the next batch of things for him to say. Doing this will also load up the area and give us more NPCs to talk to.
There we go.
Alright. And now that we jumped back to the future again, things are looking better. And now we talk.
Oh yeah.
Yep. And Jack's like, hey, I've been looking through the memories. I think I found something. Well, let's talk to him about the rainbow butterfly. Zuzu! Holy,
Oh hey, it's been a while.
holy shit, we're getting raided!
Oh shit.
The girlies are here! Holy hell!
Oh dang it! Of course you did that right as I was eating a wing.
Hi, Zuzu! Welcome, welcome! And welcome, raiders! To Dark Cloud 2. We're...
You'll not understand what's going on, and neither do I.
Oh,
So I'm just here for the ride.
Starry-eyed photographer, thank you for the follow! Thank you, thank you! Welcome to Dark Cloud 2. Hi, girlies. What are you up to today? Playing Dark Cloud 2. You missed the the gigantic running around fetch quest thing that I had to do earlier for the city building stuff. So count yourself lucky on that.
Possible. What should we do?
I had some salmon rolls. Now I'm munching on wings.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We're currently we're talking to a giant tree to get information on a boss because the way the dungeon stories unfold in Dark Cloud 2 is kind of funky. You go through the dungeon, get about halfway through, there's a thing that happens. You leave the dungeon, go do some city building stuff, go to the future, get a thing, go back to the past, continue through the dungeon up until you get to the end, go back out, do more city building, get a key from the future, go back into the dungeon in the past in order to unlock the boss door and finish that. Then you can go back to the future and finish the story for that area.
Really? Please tell us, where does that flower bloom?
Where's Michael J. Fox?
What?
You said Back to the Future, and I'm like, where's Michael J. Fox?
He's somewhere, I'm not sure.
Make them bloom?
Yeah. And now we're getting a key part for this dungeon that is in 2 parts. We gonna have post stream, so I'll be lurking. Thank you, Saribot, for getting rid of the spam. All right, we got the Lafresia seed. Yeah, and this is the one time the game gives you a key in 2 parts.
Mm.
Where can we get them?
Where we not only need to get a fucking... We've got the first part of the key already. But the second part requires us to use a special thing for Monica, a special thing that Monica can do. Where Max has the ride pod, which is, you know, a giant fuck-off robot. Monica has monster transformations.
That's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie.
It's not.
Oh.
Because here's the thing, it is completely worthless.
Oh.
You only need it to talk to a Himara to get the goddamn sun drop in order to unlock the boss of Rainbow Butterfly Forest. After that, you never need it for anything at all.
I hope Rainbow Butterfly Forest is as non-threatening as it sounds.
It's not.
What the fuck?
There are big monsters there.
Then why is it called something so pleasant?
Because it's the forest where the rainbow butterfly lives.
I think he needs to move.
Listen, the rainbow butterfly is probably the biggest threat in that forest.
Oh god.
Yeah. Okay. Now, this is the tailor shop, which has things that we need. Specifically, the indestructible coin, the dark coin, and the Himara badge, which will let us do the transformation into a Himara so we can do things later. Or so we can actually get things done and get what we need. I just need to rearrange my items real quick because that's what a lot of Dark Cloud always boils down to. Inventory management.
Yeah, because you seem to hate anything to do with like inventories that are limited or require management.
I mean, I'm fine with the inventory management of Dark Cloud for some reason. It's just
Bias.
there's a lot of it.
Understandable.
I just need to... Okay, we can get the key now, or we can get the badge now. We're going to need 3,000 fucking gold, or gilda, to get the 2 coins that we need for Donnie. Thankfully, we can get rid of a bunch of our Jesus rocks and get 1,800 right off the bat. And we'll get rid of a bunch of our destruction rocks and get even more. Now we just need another 100, which we can get from that. And there we go. And with that, we have finally, we've gotten everything we need to get the last handful of people from Palm Springs that we absolutely need.
I'm just curious, from the original Skittles assortment, what flavor was your favorite?
Lemon.
Yeah, I'm between lemon and lime, I'm gonna be honest.
Lemon's good.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
I don't understand that there's people who don't like lemon flavor.
What?
Like anything.
I don't know. I don't get it either.
If I use this badge, I can transform. I can
Alright.
change myself.
Alright, this is basically the game being like,
Listen with it.
now you just need to use Monica, use the monster transformation, and talk to a Himara to get a sun drop.
So
With that
let's go to the forest floor where the Hamara monsters show up.
Yeah, with the sun drop, we'll have both halves of the key that we need for the boss. But before any of that, before we so much as fucking look at the goddamn boss, go into that dungeon one more time, there is something that we need to do. We need to go back to the past again, and then back to the future one final time. Because since we have Sindane at 100%, now this should be when we get our big reward. Because whenever you complete the Giorama of an area to 100%, you get a special reward based on the area.
Mm-hmm.
And for this one, it's probably one of the best things you can get in the game.
Oh, cool.
Behold, from this amazing nature spirit, from the nostril of the great Jurak, we have received probably one of the best things in the game. A gun!
Just straight up a gun.
I'm not kidding when I say this thing is one of the best weapons in the game. And it has a straight line of an upgrade path that turns it into the de facto best weapon in the game.
Thanks, Master Jurak.
The Jurak... Okay, let's look at the stats for Max's current equipped gun. 24 attack, 15 durable. We'll just look at that. For the Jurak gun, 42 attack! It is already twice as strong as any other weapon Max has. And it needs attack, lightning, exorcism, and scale.
Oh, nice.
And we can get an extra plus 10 to exorcism and scale with a little bit of chill, thanks to the garnet that we got from one of the treasure chests that in the area. When I say this thing has a straight line upgrade path, I mean it. It is the it goes from this to the question shooter to the supernova. The supernova is the de facto strongest weapon in the game. Well, ranged weapon. But
I get you.
Yeah, but now that we have the gold paint from the Jurak Mall, we can go back to Palm Springs and we'll talk to the painter guy, Parn. Since we have the gold paint, we can talk to him, give him the paint, we'll get him and Julia at the same time, and then we can talk to Donnie, give him the coins, and we'll have every mandatory person that we need. Alright, just give me a second. Painting. Figure. Let's see. Not that. pot. Delete all photos. There we go. Alright. So, this guy... Yeah, so, I do like little individual, like, quirks, like, and they give the NPCs, like this guy. Parn the Painter. He's a magical artist. He can make anything he paints real. He can, as long as it's not a living thing.
Yeah.
But with golden,
you can't draw the line if that's a different game series.
But with gold paint that I can give to him now that I got from the Jurak Mall.
Now we can?
Now he can. He can bring his wife, the woman he painted to be his wife, Julia, to life.
There's some philosophical issues with that, but alright. Imagine being created as like a way to just be the love of someone, and it's like that just, I don't know. There's some morality issues.
But at the same time, imagine that. Your entire purpose in life is to be loved unconditionally.
I don't know, there's still some moral issues.
And to each their own. Anyway, now that we... Alright, before we go back into the dungeon and get the sun drop, I forgot that we need to talk to Donnie, too. I forgot about Donnie. Alright. Here's the first half of the key that we need to do. Toss a seed in the swamp, it becomes that. Now, in order to get it to bloom, we need something else, but... Alright. Which means that we need to go back into the dungeon, go to an earlier floor, and talk to a Himara. One of the sunflower guys.
Gotcha.
We'll talk to them.
Now, if there was here, I bet we would get something like, what about her, Mara?
Probably. But once we get the sun drop from the Himara, we'll leave. We'll need to go back and talk to Donnie in order to get the thing that we need, or to get him in, because he's mandatory for Chapter 4. But once we get him, we will have everyone that's mandatory, and we will never need to worry about any of this bullshit, any of this Exodus bullshit ever again. And after that, we'll be able to take on the boss of Rainbow Butterfly Wood. We just need to find a Himara first. Alright, where's that plant? Give me the plant.
Isn't that basically just like the plot of Wall-E? Give me the plant.
Yep. Pretty much exactly, actually.
Wall-E was good.
Very good.
I'm kind of glad that we never got, like, a sequel to it.
Don't put that out there. Someone might be listening. Okay, there he is. That's a Himara.
I've been getting a lot of sun drops lately. Got so many they're coming out my ears. Take some from me, would ya? Here.
And now we have a sun drop. Now let's murder this guy. Thank you. Prepare to die.
Wait, did you have to kill him?
Yes.
What the...
I can't leave
in the game, or you yourself kill him?
I can't leave the dungeon until every monster is dead, or until I get the key. And he might have been... okay, he wasn't the one with the dungeon key, but he might have been.
He might have been.
He could have been the one with the dungeon key.
And he's a monster. He deserves to die.
And plus, if... Then again, if I leave now, and I have to suffer the penalty... you know what, I'll just leave now. Without... Like, it cuts my money, it takes half my money, but I don't have that much to begin with.
Fair enough.
So that means he died for nothing. I killed that man for nothing. I killed him just because I felt like it. I shot a man in whatever city just to watch him die. Alright. Donnie. Here, have the coins. Oh. Alright, I have to talk to him as Max.
You're not allowed to talk to him unless you're this very specific character.
Alright. We now have everything and everyone. That means it's time. Zooble, it's time. Alright. Now let's use the sun drop on this.
Also, I need to look up to see like which Hawk Girl was the one in the Superman movie, because I don't know if it's Shaira or a different one. There's been too many of them.
I've only ever known Shaira as Hawk Girl.
Kendra Saunders, that's this version of Hawk Girl. The third Hawk Girl in the comics.
Ah, wait, there's been multiple?
Yeah, I told you there's a lot.
I thought it was just...
A flower?
I thought it was just because comics be doing that kind of thing.
Risha.
Like, I know obviously the ones that we were the most familiar with is Shaira Hall, just because of the Justice League animated series.
Yep. Okay, we are now ready to take on the boss. I just need to reorganize my inventory just a little bit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see, there's that goes there, that can go down here, that there, this, that, and the other thing. You there, you go there, you here, that down there, that there. Bam, bam, kaboom.
Yeah, there's three different Hawk Girls. There's and and even whenever their names sort of sound similar, but they're all spelled completely different. There's Shaira Sanders, Kendra Saunders, Shaira Hall.
What the fuck?
The only one that is a Thanagarian is Shaira Hall.
So the others just have like fucking jetpacks or something?
Yeah. kind of like Hawkman in the animated series, how he just has a wing pack.
Yeah. Anyway, boss fight time.
Heck yeah.
Are you gonna touch it? Ew, don't do
Since
that.
Warhawk is the child of John and Shaira, I wonder if his metal wings are just like armor over his actual wings, or if he wears a wing pack.
I'd say armor, because that's cooler.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Anyway, here we are. I thought that was funny, like Monica lands all, like, practice and gracefully, and Max just fucking eats shit on the flower petal.
Look!
Anyway, here's the rainbow butterfly. I love the music here, by the way. I turned it up just for you. It's Mothra!
Oh, hell yeah.
That's the rainbow butterfly.
It's coming!
I love this thing's design so much.
Out of the blue? What'd we ever do?
Like, yeah, this is a fucking legendary monster. Alright. So this, and every other boss in the game after this, is essentially a puzzle. You have to do certain things in order to get the boss into a vulnerable state. Like for this, you need to whack the petal things to stir up the pollen to get the butterfly's attention. And then it does this. It breaks up into smaller butterflies. Now, out of 7 butterflies, what do you think the order to get them should be?
Wait, hold on. What was the question again? Order to get what?
The rainbow butterfly has broken up into 7 other butterflies. What do you think that means?
Roja Viv.
Butterflies are sensitive to sound and movement. If you don't sneak up quietly, they'll escape!
So you get it in, like, the order of colors, right?
Yep.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute for a bit so I can deal with, like, coughing and stuff. Alright, there you go, I'm back. Kitty, can cooperate.
Gotta slowly sneak up on him. So... very, very slowly. That's red. And if you don't get them in exactly the right order, then you'll just wind up having to do phase 1 again and do that. But here's the thing.
Understandable.
But here's the thing. We do kind of want that to happen.
Yeah.
So we'll get them out of order real quick, because you need to, because there's a picture. Every boss has the unique thing that happens that you want to get a picture of. You have to defeat them in a certain order. Think about rainbows. And by doing that, it immediately puts them back into... Rainbow Butterfly United. And now we need to do this again. Reactivate the flower. Activate the almonds! We need to fucking fight Mothra.
Also, wait, what the fuck do you mean almonds?
Activating my you have to activate the boss's almonds.
What the fuck does that mean?
Activate.
I think we've gone through this before, but what the fuck does that mean?
It means activating the almonds.
What the fuck do you mean almonds?
You know what I mean by almonds. Careful. Be very, very quiet.
I tried
hunt-
looking up activated almonds, and it only told me how to like plant almonds.
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting butterflies.
Activated almonds are raw almonds that have been soaked in salt water to stimulate germination enzymes, making them easier to digest and absorb nutrients. What?
I just like that you're taking activating the almonds so literally. You know, I don't mean like physically activating almonds, right? They're not bombs. Alright. That was yellow, now green. Now we can't do the charge attack thing because that makes sound. Ow. Get back here! Alright, that's green. Next, blue. So what's the weirdest butterfly species you've ever seen? Like, when it comes to, like, fuck-ass butterflies, what's your opinion on, like, them as a like... Lizzie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Like, as a...
Repeat.
Like, butterflies as just in general, or as, like, a monster archetype?
Like, which do I prefer?
Like, like, what's your opinion on, like, monsters as a... Butterflies as a monster archetype in media?
I don't know. I think it's generally. Excuse me. Sorry. I think they're generally fine, but I think that there's definitely much better creatures to do that with. Like
Alright, and...
like obviously, I obviously love Mothra and that kind of thing. Like duh. But
Alright, and we have finished it. The boss has been defeated. And by doing so, they have rejoined, and... Hey, that's a person! They turned into a person!
Huh.
So you're the ones that stopped me. Thank you.
Yeah, this is Holly.
That they call Holly?
The leprechaun people, the Furbits that live in the forest that were helping us with the carpentry and the diorama stuff, they were looking for Holly after she went missing a year ago. Turns out, she is the rainbow butterfly.
Is the name I went by as a human living among the
Oh, cool.
So that means your real form is the rainbow butterfly? Why did you appear to the Furbits and humans?
Sorry to beat the shit out of you, but like it was the only way to save you or whatever.
Pretty much she's like, yeah, thanks, I wasn't myself. I just realized her eyes are, like, slitted. I love that.
Thank you. Originally, I too was a tiny butterfly.
Yeah, and the whole reason she was... Yeah,
Once when
apparently
the
they,
sun wasn't used to flying through the forest,
when she was young, they helped her out, but when she was just a tiny little butterfly,
I couldn't get out of the web. no
Was she ever a
matter how much I
caterpillar?
struggled.
apparently.
So I just took a deep
Huh.
breath and resigned myself to my fate. Just at that moment, some Furbit folks came by and released me from the web.
They saved her from a spider web, so eventually when she got bigger, she went back to thank them, pretty much.
And returned to the sky. They were waving as I flew off. They had saved my life, you see. My 7 saviors. The years passed. I grew and matured as a rainbow butterfly. As a monster too.
I just realized her eyes are meant to mimic the eyes she has as the butterfly, like on the wings.
I
That's pretty cool.
used my transformation to assume human form and approach them. I had wanted to give them something as a sign of my gratitude. But while I was living among them, I realized that the time I spent with them was more precious than anything. Before I knew it, I found myself wanting to spend the rest of my life as a human.
Oh, that's sweet.
Then why'd you disappear? The Furbits really miss you.
Oh, that. There was sort of, an accident. A great, dark force from somewhere began to affect me.
Yeah. And now she's explaining why she had to leave in the first place. Something was messing with her head from far away, and since she is technically a monster, that kind of stuff was affecting her in ways that regular people aren't.
I came to realize that I could never suppress the dark stirrings.
So she had
in my
to
heart.
pretty much make a distance and
There was
get away
nothing
from
I
them
could
before
do
she hurt them.
but quietly leave their company. I've been hiding out in these woods, doing all I can to gain control of myself again. But the dark.
So that's
Oh,
what
dang it.
happened,
I
huh?
skipped a bit of
I
dialogue.
can't go back to my old
Yeah,
friends
she can't.
anymore.
She doesn't trust herself to physically go there anymore in case something happens, so she's giving us a funky little letter.
Be sure to give it to them.
Huh. Neat.
Perhaps the dark force that controlled me is what you'll be fighting from here on. It's an incredibly fearsome power. You
A
must
fierce,
never
dark
lose
power
against it.
that affects things from a distance. That sounds familiar.
Well, I should be on my way. Goodbye.
And we'll never see her again.
Damn.
Let's try to.
Alright, now we need to head back to Jurak. Gotta get... And now we return, and now we have to go back to the future. Da-da-da-da! And thankfully we don't need a fuck-ass car anymore, or to do that. But later we'll need a fuck-ass train.
No, that's the third movie. Don't worry about it.
I'm not... On the one hand, I know that that does happen in the third movie. On the other hand, I'm not kidding when I say that later on we will have a time-traveling train.
How do I get this train up to 88 miles per hour?
It's a train! You hit the gas and go! Trains are fast!
Do steam locomotives go? Old steam engines were usually run well below 40 miles per hour due to problems in maintaining the tracks, but could go much faster. I seem to recall that a 45-mile run before 1900, in which a locomotive pulled a train at better than 65 miles. Oh, cool.
Alright.
Stanley steamer cars were known to run to exceed 75 miles an hour. Alright.
Stanley Steamer, the carpet cleaners?
I mean, they probably started with trains, I'm gonna be honest. Anyways,
Man.
continue.
Man, what a downgrade. Anyway, Jurak here says he's finally looked through his memories, and he's remembered Griffin.
Tell us about it.
He found something in his memories about Griffin.
Griffin does not exist in our time.
Yep, and this is where he tells us, like, the thing that I've been saying before, but this is where the game actually tells you that Griffin doesn't exist in the future or the present.
He shows up just a little in the memories of our distant ancestors.
Yeah.
Seems he likes flowers.
Yeah, that there, what he just said, is actually pretty plot important. He says that he only shows up a little bit very early on in some of Jurak's earliest memories. And what those memories are is that Griffin is fond of flowers.
Huh?
That is
Huh.
that's actually plot important.
That's
Cool.
what I remember anyway. I don't quite know the details. But Griffin was around in ancient times. He is sending some strong otherworldly powers into the present. He's controlling a lot of things.
Oh, that's so cool. I didn't realize that apparently a new article came out talking about some Triassic animals. One of them being Lamasquama,
So Jurak,
uh,
how far back
who
in the past is
we've
Griffin?
known for a while had some kind of weird sail thing on its back. Some like thought they were like feathers or something like that. But it's actually a Drepanosaur, which are also called monkey lizards, where they were very arboreal and well, lived lives very similar to monkeys.
Eh.
The details.
Crest?
Alright,
Crest the Great Sage, the greatest and wisest sage of all in my era.
and now we get pointed toward the next area to go.
With vast astrological powers, he can see everything that happens in the world.
We need to go find the Great Sage Crest.
Yes, good idea, but it's not that easy.
But there's a problem. He's been wiped out in Monica's time.
His origin point has been erased too.
So we need to rebuild where he's from in order to bring him back to life. Well, put him back in history.
We have the Carpentarian, right? Let's just
Ooh.
revive Crest's origin point as well.
Yes, exactly. Crest's origin point is the holy ground of Balance Valley.
Yep, and we need to go to Balance Valley,
He built there. That's where all the sages were
and
gathered.
that's
So
the
that's where
first.
Crest will be.
While Sindane was our opening part, our kind of tutorial into the Giorama stuff in general, Balance Valley is where they start mixing things up with it. You'll see here in a minute after we get through this little bit here of the Furbits reading Holly's goodbye letter.
How are you? This is Holly. I'm sorry to have left you so suddenly. But I have reasons that prevent me from staying with all of you. You might already have an idea
Let's
of what those
see.
reasons are. But for me, the time we spent together was truly wonderful.
God, I love this game. But I like this game. It's fun. It's nice.
Farewell, everyone. Stay
Definitely noticed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be playing it if I didn't like it.
and only family.
I don't know. I think there's definitely been games where you played them and it's like, this kind of sucks.
There have been a few times where I played beaten games purely out of obligation, but never on stream. Well, I think a couple times on stream, but I can't remember which.
How foolish of you. Human or butterfly, it doesn't matter. Holly's just Holly to us.
Yeah, and apparently they knew Holly was the rainbow butterfly the entire time.
Of course I knew. I could tell she wasn't human
Huh.
just by her scent.
Like, she had that magic magic scent on her.
Human, that was perfectly fine too.
But she's like, I'm a human. They were like, cool, live your life, girl.
We don't care so much about appearances anyway. By the way, Monica,
What?
we want to go with you on your journey. What do you think?
Really? You want to?
And now
Of course.
we have permanent access to Carpentarian in order to
No time.
rebuild the rest of the world.
Forest came to an end. Holly, the mysterious woman who got lost in the forest, wasn't you, Mother. But for some reason, I wasn't surprised. I always felt you'd be at the end of this journey.
And in all that time, they finally, the tracks are finally cleared of just a handful of giant boulders. Which, given the fact that it was only like 2 guys working on it, that's impressive. And that's the end of Chapter 2. So before... so I'm gonna call this recording part real quick, so that way we can focus more on the beginning of of Chapter 3 with the start of the next part. So, goodbye YouTube audience, Twitch audience. You'll still be here though, so...
Yeah.
And YouTube